Ineffa introduced Lunar Charged in version 5.8, and Lauma will introduce another new reaction, Lunar Bloom.
That's right. Lauma is the moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions, which does make her a very important figure in the tribe. She's the one her people look to for leadership and guidance. As for her abilities, she can communicate with animals and transform into a deer. Plus, in combat, her Dendro Moon Wheel allows her to convert bloom reactions into lunar bloom reactions. Her elemental skill can decrease enemies' Dendro and Hydro resistance. Holding her skill consumes Verdant Dew, which is created when team members trigger lunar bloom reactions, and grants her stacks of Moonsong. Then, with her elemental burst, Lauma consumes her stacks of Moonsong to increase bloom reaction damage.
Sounds like she's a great support for Lunar Bloom teams. Next, let's take a quick look at Flint's. In terms of first impressions, Flint's comes off as a polite, dignified Lightkeeper with an almost aristocratic air to him. Of course, as a member of the Lightkeepers, Flint fights for the safety of Nod-Krai, using the ancient power of his lantern to fend off the wild hunt. In battle, Flint's elemental skill infuses his normal attacks with electro damage that cannot be overridden. Casting his skill again will trigger a special elemental burst that deals lunar charge damage to enemies. And without needing to satisfy any conditions, his normal elemental burst can directly deal lunar charge damage to opponents.
Which does make him a strong addition to lunar charge teams.
Let's go.
Alright, let's move on to the last character coming in the new version.
Aino, from the Clink Clank Krumkaki craft shop, right?
Yep. Aino is Ineffa's creator and the owner of the workshop. She's also a genius inventor.
Nice.
In battle, Aino's elemental skill allows her to use a gadget to launch forward, dealing AoE hydro damage to surrounding enemies. Then, with her elemental burst, Aino summons a water-spraying mechanism that periodically deals hydro damage to opponents.
Whoa, you can't forget the most important thing.
Alright. Near the beginning of the first act of the Archon quest, A Dance of Snowy Tides and Hoarfrost Groves, travelers will have the chance to meet Aino and invite her to their parties.
In other words, travelers can get her for free.
That's right! Version Luna 1 is also bringing new content to the open world. Travelers will have the chance to help the new characters, Flint's, Lauma, and Aino, build meeting points in Nod-Krai. At these meeting points, you can chat with characters whenever you feel like it, and learn more about their lives by progressing certain events.
Yeah, it's kind of like Traveler's Tales, but a little more fleshed out. Now, the Damselette is another highly anticipated character. I'm sure many travelers have already picked up on her close connection to the moon. And travelers will get to meet her very soon. After venturing to Hisi Island in the upcoming Archon quest, travelers will encounter the Damselette at a special time and place. In this place, you can chat with her, accept commissions from her, and receive her gifts.
Definitely something to look forward to. Now, let's give a quick refresher on the upcoming event wishes. In the first half of version Luna 1, travelers can look forward to event wishes from Lauma and Nahida, as well as a Sumeru-centered chronicled wish banner.
And in the second half of the version, we'll have event wishes for Flint's and Yelan.
In addition, Aino will receive a drop rate boost on the second half banners, so don't miss out if you're interested.
Travelers will receive 1,600 Primogems in their in-game. There will also be a login event where travelers can earn a total of 10 intertwined fates, along with other rewards like resin and mora by logging in for 7 days in a row.
And, of course, travelers will get to choose a standard 5-star character of their choice. And this year, Yume Mizuki will be available as one of the options. There's also the free Aino obtainable through the Archon quest. So, that's 2 new characters travelers can add to their roster for free. Let's check out the optimizations coming in the new version.
Let's do it.
First up are a few optimizations that should improve the adventuring experience. Adventure XP gained from exploration is being significantly increased. For example, collecting oculi will now grant adventure XP. More tips will be added to characters' trial run stages.
Yeah, and there are also a few optimizations geared towards veteran travelers. Starting in version Luna 1, travelers will be able to obtain harvestable materials from the Battle Pass, making it easier to build and level characters. The devs have also expanded the number of team lineups that can be saved, making it easier to have a team ready for any scenario. There's also a big change coming to the artifact system. After obtaining a 3 substat artifact, travelers will be able to check the hidden 4th substat, which should make it a lot easier to decide if an artifact has raising potential. In addition, travelers will now be able to directly consume 40 original resin to claim rewards. And the recipe for crafting condensed resin will now cost 60 original resin. All in all, this should give travelers a break from constant crystal fly farming.
Wow.
Of course, these are just some of the optimizations coming in version Luna 1. More information will be available across Genshin Impact's official accounts.
Next up, let's go over a few perks coming in the new version. First, when a new 5-star character or weapon receives a drop rate boost, the corresponding Talent Ascension Material and Weapon Ascension Material domains will be open every day for the next 7 days. Second, on top of the free standard 5-star, travelers will also receive materials to raise that character to level 60. And here's another major piece of news. In version Luna 1, once a 5-star character reaches their maximum constellation level, additional constellations obtained for them will be converted into Master List Stella Fortuna. which is an item that can be used to raise characters past the level cap to a maximum of level 100.
For example, if you have a standard 5-star at C6, you could select the same 5-star from the anniversary event, earn a Masterless Stella Fortuna, and use it to strengthen a different character.
Plus, travelers who have obtained excess constellations in the past will receive an equal amount of Masterless Stella Fortuna in their in-game mailbox during the new version, which will give certain travelers a chance to start leveling their characters right away.
Last but not least, travelers can look forward to a new long-term event in version Luna 1, To Temper Thyself and Travel Far. The objective is to reach weekly progress goals by completing daily commissions and spending resin at least 5 days a week across a 12-week period, or the duration of 2 versions. Travelers can earn various rewards for their efforts, including sanctifying elixirs. But most importantly, this event will give travelers the chance to earn a constellation for certain designated 5-star characters. For more detailed information and event guidelines, keep an eye out for future announcements. Of course, we've just scratched the surface of all the exciting content coming in version Luna 1. There's so much more to discover in-game, so be sure to check it out when the update goes live.